Cancer, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of April 2020, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of March. See what happened for you for April. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the Eight of Hearts. So the Eight of Hearts here indicates that towards the beginning of the month, you might be feeling a bit lost and you wanted to just escape on the verge of like going for holidays, and or maybe you have been staying in your current place for quite a long time and you wanted to just go away from that. This can be like a if you are proposing for relocations, maybe work trip, like a business trip or business travel and all of that. Otherwise, it can also be like maybe you are taking your annual leave in some way to go back to your home countries or hometown in some way. So there's nothing like very unusual with your first card here, but the thing is like there is some urge on doing that. Maybe because you haven't been to, let's say, go back to your country or to go back to your hometown for a long time, and this is like something calling you back and you wanted to go back for that reasons. So the next one you have representing the influence card or the bridge card towards the middle of the month, you have the Seven of Diamond. So from the 8 to the 7, it looks like that from the Seven of Diamonds, whatever things that you have done in the past, maybe you have been waiting for these promotions or this kind of change in your career. Finally, it's happening. Yeah, finally, towards the middle of the month, there will be some kind of a new informations towards you, that you might get a job or you may get promotions, or maybe your approval for a location has been approved and those type of thing. And this can be one of the things that you are happy about and something that you are proud of as well, if this is something like related to that. But otherwise, it can be like as simple as you are applying for like an annual leave, and finally your boss taking a chance to approve it so that you can go for your holidays, or maybe you can go for visiting friends or families as well. So this is something that you have been planned for a while. So I believe that you will get approved. So the next card is representing the past position of your spread. You have the Nine of Clubs. So the Nine of Clubs here indicates that you will have, or you may have had in the past, in the month of March or February and so on, some kind of a barrier between you and the other people around you, like your boss or maybe your coworkers and so on. Maybe they are taking some distance against you. They are not really 100% in your, I would say in your best interest. They just want their own things to be done. They don't care about your stuff, which is most of the people are, but the thing is that it's more prominent in your readings here that in the past people are not really taking notes of what you have to do. They just do whatever they have to do, disregarding other people's stuff. So what you can do is just focus on your stuff too. So you don't need to be distracted or thinking of other people's in this case, because they are not really they don't really care about you. That's what it is. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Seven of Spades. So the Seven of Spades here indicates that you have quite a bit like understanding. You learn a lot from knowing that not all of the people are actually in your side. So there are some people that will always be against you, and they are pretending to be your friend. That's how this card is look like. Like the thing is that you have been learning in the past until now that some of these specific people around you, they are not really your best friend. They are not really in your best interest. So they just, yeah, they just want you to fail, but they don't want to be like obviously in front of you, to be as obvious as it is to be your enemy. That's the reason why they are pretending to be your friend. But aside from that, behind your back, maybe they're just talking about you behind, like talking bad about you or whatever you have done wrong, whatever it is. So best to just go ahead and do your own things and just disregard these people. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Eight of Diamond. So yeah, the waiting game, the waiting time is already over. So it's just time for you to move on. It's time for you to go ahead with your plan, and what you have left over, you just have to do it, yeah, your best in order to achieve that. By the way, you get double 8 here. So it looks like that there will be some kind of understanding, like because you are waiting. But in the past, there might be some kind of a waiting game has been going on too. But it looks like that now it's kind of a moving forward movement, especially towards the middle, towards the end of the month. From the middle towards the end of the month, it looks like that everything will start to picking up for you. So the next one you have representing the future card towards the end of the month, you have the Eight of Spades. So now you have 3 eights here. So the problem with this card is actually you are not 100% in your feet. What I mean by that is like maybe you are worrying about other things that may hinder you in the past that actually comes again in the future. So what is the best thing to do is like try not to correlate anything in the future with the things that you have experienced in the past, because not always something bad happen, but they happen because you need to learn from that, and doesn't mean that you can try to mimic everything so that you can avoid them anyway. So try not to be like paranoia with whatever you have to do, because none of those will happen anyway. So they take your chances and take the things that you can do in order to be successful. Don't shadow yourself to the past emotion or past event that happened in your life, because none of those will possibly happen in the future again, because you just try to avoid the possibility for that, because none of them will be happening anyway. So but you're already afraid of like trying something new, because you're afraid of failing and so on. So the thing is that because of this card, you actually have more courage to succeed, because you have been done it before. So lastly here, to clarify the whole readings, at the bottom of the deck you have the Nine of Spades. So the Nine of Spades here indicates that there's an ending. So this ending is actually something that you have been waiting for, but none of those will happen if you are still in the afraid modes. Like if you are being afraid of choosing something or doing something new, then you won't be able to get anything done, because none of those has been proven that it will happen, but you are totally afraid and paralyzed, not even want to try. So that's something that you needed to get over it, so that there is an ending here. So for instance, if you wanted to go for completely a brand new location so that you can work in the new area, but you are afraid of losing your friend, your coworker, and people around you, then it's just nothing. It will never happen, because you are resisting the change. You are resisting how the things work. But if you are approving it, you are letting it go, then it will happen, and that is an ending certain to that as well. So it's always a good thing if you want something in your life to be implemented. You needed to let go some of your things that you're holding on for quite a while. That's the law in life. So I hope this reading is helpful. I know this can be a quite draining month for you, but I do see that you will be able to overcome it if you believe in yourself. So I hope this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notification every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email address, and see you next month. Thank you.